The scene is set for Perth by night. Dota has opened a trench to some of the kindred of the city with fledglings to Insula showing up. Well, politic and discuss matters. Most of them are already inside, having gone through security. But Victor Gregor Creed is in now. He's just, gone through security. His doors being opened for him to be allowed inside. And he needs to make a roll.
Okay.
Yep.
Difficulty is
6.
7. Oh,
7.
Okay. I don't know. It's up
I
to you.
think it's episode 6.
Okay. Please wait. I gotta open my feed. I'm sorry. I didn't know it was starting. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 4 dice.
Yep.
So I spend a willpower. I knew I met him before in the trench, so I knew that I'm going to frenzy when I see him. So, and I was going to fail. I have 1 success.
You got 1 success. So as the door opens here, you're is raging. It wants you to. Well, it wants you to just. It's just so nice. You gotta kill him. You gotta fucking kill his ass. So the next, you're standing there trying to control the beast.
Yeah, like he's holding his head right now. Not on his knees, but.
Yeah, you're just taking a moment to try and complete a success because you spent the willpower. The next turn you're going to roll again. You can choose spend the willpower again to get another automatic this.
No. No, I will just roll for 1 another. Should I roll it now, by the way?
You should roll again. Matthew, what were we saying?
Oh no, I just noticed that who had a 1 there, so I didn't know if that canceled out.
You canceled the 6. How?
Oh my god. Failure.
Oh.
Okay, do you remember the clinch game about restraining?
Yeah, I know. Don't worry.
So yes, unfortunately, that means that Gregor's about to frenzy.
Is it 2 turns or 3 turns of the rules? 2?
Well, you see, the first turn, then each turn, you go success as you take for each turn that goes by. So you'll be frenzying now because you got no success in the second roll.
Shit. God.
So it's gonna be one of those. That's in part again.
Please roll your initiatives.
Alright, let's do this.
Yeah, everyone's got roll it.
And I will be calling people, so this guy about that. He frenzied in my domain. What you gonna do about that?
There's the trench for it.
How do I roll in it again?
Sorry, Marcus. You roll 1d10, and you add on your dexterity plus your wits, and your celerity as well.
So that's. Oh, so I add them as in the number of them, or I roll that many dice?
No, you roll. You just add the number that you roll. 1d10. Only 1 dice is rolled. So what is Creed?
Creed is 7, 8, 17.
What? Okay. What is rate looking? What's rate? It's initiative.
Oh, I'm not involved in the combat. I'm just sitting back and watching it.
You want to
roll like I roll.
Yeah, because if he goes oh shit, I made it. It's like, you can just say, yeah, I'm going to go defensive every single time.
So we'll be
The rules have been explained.
on
If you help restrain the person, yeah.
7.
Sorry, it's my dex and what?
O yüzden şey yapamıyorum ya.
It's your dex plus celerity. So, what is Bastion?
Go defensive.
No, what is your initiative?
7.
Okay. Right. Then we've got Matthew.
And I got an 11 because I rolled a 7.
Okay. And then Rick. What is your what's your
Kevin, your voice comes and goes. Is it the same to everyone or just me?
I'm asking what rate initiative is.
Oh, okay, sorry.
7. Okay. Okay. So.
I'm basically gonna just be walking up to his regent, wondering why he wasn't allowed to bring weapons into this place when there's going to be a fight.
Well, we'll get to that thing. This fight will end very quickly without anyone being knocked into torpor.
Call the guards.
So, what's your declare? You just go. I walk over to Rafat because Rafat's gonna be by the door with this fucker.
Nana's gonna sit down and observe, thinking Perth is a very strange place.
Observing is not a defensive action. Like you're just sitting there.
I shall observe defensively.
Yeah, you're probably standing, backing up a bit. Sebastian, I believe, is doing full defense. And we've got what is Matthew doing?
I wanted to find out if I could use my presence to try and talk Creed down.
It's very to work. If you had Dreadgaze might basically submission. But it's likely to be able to just talk them.
See, I'm just trying to figure out if there's some way that I can kind of step in front of them and go, you know, well, I get it, it's okay. Try and take a breath, and or something.
It is all so innocent. Don't do that.
So you're just trying to try and calm down. Right. Then we are on to Rafat. Yeah, Rafat's going to use Dominate.
Yes.
Because you're a friend.
Yes.
And we're going to tell you, go into the ghoul room, where you would have seen where almost all the ghouls are sent, pointing to the room. Go into the ghoul room. And get right over and just leave you. The vending machine, everything there's going to crash because there's going to be a frenzy in Gangrel, but it might work. However, Creed won initiative. What's Creed doing?
Running towards the. I don't know. I don't have common sense. Like, okay, if I'm failuring, if I'm going to failure, so I should do what Beast wants. But I am trying to hold myself because it's not okay. He's a Camarilla Gangrel. Like, it's not okay. Am I able to spend willpower to at least try to hold myself? Or
you can spend a point to determine what your action is going to be this turn.
Yeah, I still will hold myself. Like, try to hold myself at least. Do not do nothing and wait. At least
that's probably what you spend.
Second willpower, yes.
PowerPoint. Then it's Rafat's turn. What is your current willpower? You just
6.
6.
Yeah.
Plus 2 cause your frenzy, so that's 8. Rafat will have to be rolling manipulation plus leadership. Yeah.
Come on, do it.
I'm going to spend a willpower point because, yeah. Okay, so you just managed to control yourself as you go into the cool room,
Oh,
and when you're in there, just gonna basically put down the lock on it, and I think we safely assume you're going to freak out and destroy the vending machine, and that room is gonna get bashed.
put torped or staked.
No, I'm just getting you to that fucking room, then locking the door.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
Once you're in that room, thankfully, no ghouls and ghouls. It'll be your problem, place, not mine. And once you're in there, that door's locked. Rafael will come to close the much bigger under trench. Like, we'll give him a few minutes. Sorry about that, gentlemen. I'll be discussing manners with him shortly. So, it seems things are off to an interesting start. I'm not sure if all of you have met each other before. Actually, I'd like to roll to see if Rafat can, and anybody else who'd like to roll perception empathy as well, see if they can figure out why exactly he frenzied. I'm going to say difficult.
I have empathy. What, sorry?
Is this straight perception?
Actually, I better like him.
Perception empathy. It would be a difficulty of 7.
Then I have no clue. You're a violent person.
We speak.
I'm spending the willpower.
Oh.
Yes, I know what's up.
You know.
Looking.
Hmm.
Rafat is keeping an the cat just trashing the room, just kind of sighing because I have to get it repaired.
I got 3.
3. Yeah, yeah. He just
4.
saw Hannibal. Oh yeah, you guys just the second he saw the beast start, Hannibal's gotta be sleep.
So the second he saw who?
So that's 4 successes for me.
Yeah, no, Halliwell, you know it was because he saw you. Something about you just aren't right. They're kindred to fucking violence.
Sebastian looking not even like angry, like just takes out a pad and just starts writing. Like, well, we're gonna fix this, all right?
Oh, he will be paying the cost. The rules have been explained to him, but we'll speak to him. I'll speak to him shortly.
Well, yes, but currently, me speaking as the party currently. Yes, he owes something to the Cody. Yes, I understand that. But he also owes something to me, since this was directed at me. So, whenever he comes out of this, we will have a discussion. Like a proper Camarilla.
Yeah, I think that is reasonable. We'll have it nice and calmly.
Yes.
But for the moment, let's pick him. Rafal, do the usual thing, checking through this at once. Isfan's there. Then, as he comes down the corridor, will fortunately be able to hear from the room where you put in growing metal and things being torn apart. Two compose himself. So I'm not sure if we have met each other. This is Sebastian Halliwell, one of the members of the Lion's Mane, from True, and this is Gregor Creed.
You're breaking up.
Oh, sorry, no, he's on the room. He's on the room. Yeah, I'm not going to say it. This is a member of my own clan, Aninsula, Wraith Pemberton. And
You too.
here we have a young kindred Matthew Dodger of Clan Bruja.
Hey there, folks. It's nice to meet you.
Sebastian will give a nice, polite bow. Nice to meet you all. Pretty sure I've met you before, Mr. Bruja.
I do not believe I've had the honor, sir.
Istvan enters the room.
Yeah, I was saying there.
Oh, hello.
Going through the corridor before you're let into the room where normally some of the people go, you can hear the sound of like tearing metal and just crashing and smashing sounds. Rafat will check as normally he does, and then he'll open the door a bit swifter than normal. And say, on occasion, you can handle your weapons inside. As the patron says, the security procedure bottomed rather heavy.
Okay. I'm sorry, you cut out a little bit. Did Rafat say that Istvan could have his weapons?
He can have them coming into the door. We'll remove them on the other side.
Oh,
Basically.
sure, yeah. He'll
Because
hand.
somebody is frenzy.
Yeah, he'll hand Rafat the bag.
Yep, I'll take them. He'll once more. He'll still go over, check everything. Does it with pretty much everybody. The only people who get off are the prince and the sheriff and members of the lion's mane, as per the rules. So yes, but there we go. If a respected member of Bruges.
Oh, when he comes in, he gives Rafat a big hug.
God. Lifted up by the gigantic. Rafat does not try and resist. He's seen Isfn in combat.
He'll set Rafat down, and he kind of will walk over to Matthew Dodger and kind of put him in a little headlock and pat the top of his head.
You got me. Oh, it's good to see you, Uncle.
It is good to see everyone.
It is a few days. A little bit to discuss with yourself, of course. We can leave that till later. There are a few of our. You might have met Primage and Sebastian Hadwell and Drew Chancellor of our court, and Great Pember.
It's an honor, gentlemen.
Istvan will go and offer a handshake to both of them. Assuming you accept his handshake, his grip is like iron, but he's not trying to crush your hand or anything. But his hand is very strong.
Yeah, he's giving a man handshake. I approve of this. He shakes your hand back.
Bit of a strong handshake you got there, guy. It's impressive. Oh.
And I'm gonna, along with my handshake, I'll offer each of them a business card. Very nice to make your acquaintances.
Business card guy. What kind of business you into?
I'm a private investigator, sir.
Oh, Snoop, wonderful.
I prefer private investigators. Snoop is a bit more gray than I usually do.
Well, as long as you're good at your job, eh, guy? Rick takes out a rather nice leather wallet and puts the business card into it and puts it back in his trousers.
I suppose that's a fair assessment.
Mr. Halliwell, one of the things I wish to discuss with you, I haven't had to bring it up is, well, ultimately, I think it's only fair given the amount of effort you've been to. I would like to offer you a position as Sword, which the character roles. They're kind of like the assistants. They actually have, like the sheriff hounds and the policing, they can fuck do so. Pretty much aside from the prince, you can tell from their will, smack you over the head rather than some physical way, but you have the authority as a sword to basically tell someone to get.
Right.
Isn't it the same as
Sebastian nods gracefully. Thanks for the offer.
Just take your time and let me know what decision you come to. I thought it was only fair to what you think to you.
Hmm?
I'm sorry, I'm just a little bit confused. What's the difference between a hound and a sword?
The hound works for the sheriff. They perform investigations. They often help out in fights and things like that. Sword is more regarding keeping the peace of the Elysium thing. They don't go out and investigate. They don't necessarily get involved in fights.
Oh, okay.
But there's a lot more leeway in Elysium just to enforce the peace.
I enforce all peace around myself.
With such big, manly muscles, I assure you that you most certainly do.
Isfan will nod sagely at your statement.
Rafat will wait on he's behind the camera, wincing at it now. It's kind of, it's going to be awkward. Because getting a vending machine down here is awkward. Poor ghouls have to have something to eat. While he goes, that he needs to calm down. I'll go out and have a word with him. See if he's will join us again. Civilly. Rafat will go outside. He'll knock on the door. Mr. Critch.
Mr. Dula, is that you?
It is indeed.
Before even the door opens, please.
Oh, it's open. The door is open.
Oh, okay. He closes. You see that he is standing on the ground, sitting on the ground and closing his eyes. Please come alone. I'm okay. It's just the person that was near you.
Rafat will. Yeah, I'm gonna.
But you may bring some ghouls if you feel.
No. I'm just saying, Rafat is going to buff all his physicals to 6 because he doesn't know for sure and he knows you can actually.
Isfan's going to walk outside with Rafat.
Oh yeah. No, that's actually better. I like this one. So, welcome, friend. He actually sounds pretty normal right now. He's holding himself, trying to be peaceful.
Before
maybe
actually Rafat goes out, he'll drink a bit more blood.
Okay.
Blood buff up a bit. Yeah, he's got all physicals at 6 now. Mm-hmm. Before you see him going out knocking back more blood, but he's we go out with Istvan nearby. It's Istvan has shown up as well. Would you mind if he enters as well?
Of course not.
Okay. We'll open the door, seeing he's a bit more composed and calm.
I know the rules of your establishment. I am not going to, of course, try to bargain with you like those damned merchants. And then the door, if you close the door, he will just. Have you ever heard about the Terrors of Innocence?
No.
You actually you can roll, intelligence occult. It's actually,
I
it's
know
seen in
some have
vampires.
it. Well, yeah, I suppose I'll say a difficulty of 9. I think
Yeah.
it's probably more ghouls, so it'll be down to 8.
Roll them dice for both of us, Rafat.
Yeah,
Kevin.
very wary looking at you. Can you just a little bit off after you said that? What is the dice pool for this time?
5.
5. Okay. Isfan knows what this. Rafat's kind of a bit more wary, and he's becoming more against. Go on.
It is seen in the kindreds. Sometimes the kindred are in the turn they have the different things. For example, the Bruja has their short temper. It's seen in every different clans, but it's happened to me 2 times when I arrived in third. I hold myself in 2 times, but I didn't know that I was going to lose myself. It was first I hold myself in front of the old harpy, Mistress of Harpies. I was able to hold myself the first time I had met with the Merchant Primogen, but I don't know this time how did I lost myself. I know the rules. I overviewed. It was OC plus minor, right? Minor boon.
It would be a minor boon, but there'd also be 1,000 plus the damages.
Yeah. I will if he doesn't remember what he has done. So if I have done any if I create any problems or damage in your, I will pay them all as the rules, and I will certainly give the minor boon to Coterie of yours, the Lion's Mane. I apologize.
This circumstance, the boon will be going towards Primogen Halliwell.
Okay.
Personally.
Okay.
Minor. I'll have the damages, let you know briefly enough. Would you like to join us inside, or take a reprieve for the evening?
I am not going to risk my unlife or his unlife. It's better not we see each other. If he ever asks the boon's return, I would like to do the service, and then, or like the...
Yes. If at some future point you are, thankfully you can act in no violence, will be a far more serious. Now he might want to have words with you himself, because this is in the domain, but in the minor boon.
By the way, if I allow him, to hunt in my domain, is it able to? Is it make him go away the minor boon? Is it that major thing?
The problem you can't. If he has the boon, he does have to you.
Oh,
unless
okay.
You're very arrogant, you can argue that is definitely worth clear minor boon. You can't just volunteer up stuff. Although you can maneuver to a situation like that.
He hands over a card. Please tell him that I'm really sorry. That I would like to talk him over a phone, which we will talk about this boon that I owe him.
Of course. Well, I'm glad we didn't have any serious issues.
As am I. It is sad that I have done this again, but well, I was thinking that I was be able to control myself, but I'm not going to enter a room with him anymore. It's best for us to do like.
Yes, right ahead next time you're coming to the trench.
Yes, of course.
I will call that kind of thing. Of course, it is. He will remember his domain. If he decides to come to the trench, you are already there. It will be you communicating, not him playing.
Yes, It is sad thing that it happens to me, but well, I don't want to break any traditions in anywhere inside of the city.
Well, he may choose to press the tradition of domain, but like I said, perhaps the minor boon alone will placate.
If he has any problem with the minor boon that I just offered and gave the rules by the trench, as I have said, I gave him my number. He may call me.
Oh, of course, of course.
I'm open for any discussions that he might have.
Well, I'm glad we're more composed right now. And I hope dressing up goes better.
Yes, thank you. If I am allowed to leave your domain, I would like to.
Iswan will lean down and hug Victor and pick him up.
Like actually, like this time Victor will hug the East one too. 7 strength versus 7. But of course he will fail and like oh man. Yes. East one, I hope that you will mention about the thing that we have in the trench. I was actually going to mention, but well.
Yes, very good.
As a Primogen Duta, it was a pleasure to see you. I am sorry again. I'm really sorry, and Iswan, hope to see you too. Please say hi to Badger and the newcomer, and Primogen of the Clan Venture. And he leaves the trench. It's really sad.
Well, he'll turn to Isfan and back in. I won't bring in any discipline that you have. However, you will inform that ritual for a.
I'm sorry, you kind of cut out. You said you could do what for me?
He'll perform that ritual that you want to put in a weapon for a trivial boon.
Okay.
As well, I spoke to Mr. Dodger and to begin training him in Auspex. You had spoken of a boon from yourself. I'd be happy to receive a boon from him, or if you want to pay for it, I don't know what the arrangement is there.
Either's fine. Who you would like to take the boon from? Did you end up working things out with the sheriff for your own teachings?
Yes. I have that all sorted out. I have to discuss.
Then you can choose. If you want a boon over Dodger, it's fine. If you'd like a boon over Istvan, it's fine.
Well, I wouldn't mind a boon yourself. I mean, you're perhaps fair to learn to stand on it. So let's go back in, please. And he'll come in. Gentleman, Mr. Creed. He'll go to your own wish, but that the minor boon being towards the coterie, it should be towards yourself directly. And of course, I warned him that you may wish to press him so fortune too.
I would just like everyone to know I have come out here for more than just to say hello. I have formed a coterie. We are the Sentinels, and we have taken over the Trundling Wombats territory, and will protect the domain.
Interesting. Tell me, what members do you have currently?
I have Victor Creed and the Ventrue Donovan.
Interesting. More than capable in combat. Mr. Donovan is he's proven his worth since he came to the city. I hope you'll do quite well there.
Thank
Wellington
you.
has features. Power plant, for example, I think you could do a lot of work there. I'd rather have the territory watched over by capable individuals yourselves.
Yes, it will be done. We do not want this about to get a foothold in the things that are there.
Congratulations, Uncle.
This one will smile. Thank you. The Sentinels are open for discussion for people who wish to enter. Our coterie is specifically focused on defense of the domain. So if that is something that you're interested in, please do not hesitate to come speak with us. Not to say that we are not politically inclined, but we wish to fight our battles with those from without rather than those from within.
A very interesting proposition. As for maintaining your domain and things, wherein would you be interested in more security for your domain? Since I know you and I don't have any personal against you, I'll charge you a trivial to, set you up and, give you some decent security.
We will have to discuss the monetary compensation for the upkeep of that security. But yeah, potentially I would like security.
Fair enough. Sebastian will hand you a card. Your earliest convenience.
This one will. This one just takes the card and he actually gives you a thumbs up.
Once you start getting settled in, let me know. Rather more areas of the city are covered than they have been in the past. Thankfully, our population is growing. Sometimes people are leaving. Sometimes we've had more than our fair share of tragedy, it seems, in the city. But I wouldn't want to be any Sabbat who accidentally walk into that domain not knowing what they're getting into.
I can only hope.
I think at this point Matthew is going to, at least privately, seem very impressed with how open and cooperative the city of Perth seems to be. It's probably a far bit better than the streets of Vancouver.
Now, I say this because not all of you are involved in such things, but I have fought beside Ispan on 2 occasions. Both times against Slash. Sometimes they were being sneaky, pretending to be independent. Other times it was, recently there was their raid. I don't think it was long enough for it to qualify as an invasion, but they weren't being completely unsubtle there. And is, you all hear stories of Ruja being terrifying combatants. He's one of the ones that starts those rumors.
Yes, apparently other people in the domain call me Murder Bruja, but I really think I'm the Hugging Bruja.
You do hug a lot more, but it just ingrains itself in your image once you're getting your weapons swinging.
I only hug those that have been in battle with me. I know they're metal. They are good people. So I hug you. But I come here to make this announcement. I will be taking my leave. Matthew has my number for those of you who wish to get in contact with me on other things, and I will make myself as available as I can.
I would be happy to do this service for you, Uncle.
This one we'll walk out and put a hand on Matthew's shoulder before he leaves, and he will procure his bag and exit.
Yep. That'll help you exit, and then once you're gone, he'll it's like, right, that you've seen Uncle Istvan, one of the more striking figures of the court. I don't believe Istvan holds any titles, but he's a friend of the sheriff's. They're both skilled craftsman. If you need anything custom made or reinforced, they're both good people to contact. I think the sheriff has a little bit more experience there, but that does not speak poorly of Istvan's personal skills.
I can vouch for my uncle's quality. It's very good.
So, Matthew, your investigations continue apace. I'm sure there's no small amount of interest in setting someone off to do such tasks.
Actually, sir, I must thank you again. I've come across some very interesting news since we last spoke.
Yo.
Well, I think
Perhaps you should wait and speak with the prince first. He was the one who did give you the task after all. But it's good to see that you've been making some headway.
if you don't mind, sir, it's not that I'm ungrateful. It's just I have an obligation to my client.
Oh, of course. Speak with him first, as I said.
But it's interesting and perhaps a little exciting at the same time.
Hmm.
Should make for some interesting events, perhaps. Might I trouble you for a drink, sir?
Of course. So he'll more direct you towards the menu. They have non-alcoholic, alcoholic, and some exotic substances. So
By
they're
exotic substances, what do you mean by exotic?
there's whoever they took the blow off had marijuana in the bloodstream. He got this idea after seeing Frenzy. He's like, wait, it fucks with their perception, but it helps calm them down if they're Bruja and other people, or any kindred. But they're all marked as $100 a piece.
Oh. I think if he were mortal still, he'd probably blush. Have you something in the way of a 20-year-old virgin, perhaps?
Let's see, where was that one? And he'll start rifling through. Yes, this one. Maybe negative, I think, is 21. That's close enough. And he'll line it up.
Thank you very much. And he'll slide $100 bill across the bar. Is this worth a point or 2 points of blood?
This is where the point.
Okay.
Of blood.
Just checking.
Yep, no, fair.
So I've noticed that one of our friends has muted himself. I'm wondering if that's on purpose or.
What? I think he's. I don't know if he's paying attention to this. I might be just trying to get them.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So, for the most part, unless someone needs him for something, Matthew is going to relax and enjoy his drink.
He's quite perceptive. things are going to notice. After coming back a little bit more after that, that one round.
Sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Rafat wary around Crute when he was coming back. The gangrel who frenzied. It's a bit tense after that.
I am actually going to roll a perception awareness to see if
Actually, I should. It's perception. It's perception empty, and I should roll my populations or my perception as well.
I think that still comes out to a 6 for me. I think.
Just for Rafat.
Nuts. Empathy. Oh. Okay.
So,
Yeah.
it being unusually quiet.
Okay. Let's see if we notice it.
How go things? With security ventures, obviously, you've got an opportunity with the Sentinels opening up.
Everything seems to be working out okay. How have things been with you?
Quite well. Clan's numbers have been growing. Kept me busy. It's great. Victoria, member of Grasshoppers. They're moving around. Mr. Archer is quite ill, but he's unobtrusive. The best way to put it. He's as you've seen, he can gather quite well using the computer.
I see.
So perhaps if at some point you want the side system, or if he is hiring your company to check for security, I'm sure that everyone comes up can not to speak poorly of the company, but like I said, he is very focused and specialized. He can be able to add just another layer.
Understandable. So if they would like to talk business of any kind, I'm pretty sure if they ask around, they'll be able to get some pretty decent information. With that being,
Sorry?
say what you were saying?
Go ahead.
I can't hear you. Say what?
Sorry, you go ahead.
Oh, with that, Sebastian would get up and look towards the door. I have plenty of business to get to tonight. Not to be rude, but
Of course. Rafat will give the card Creed gave him, in case Hannibal wants to pursue things. Well, take care. Rafat will, once it's gone, he'll double check using one or two with, and make sure that Creed has left domain.
It was an honor to meet you, Primogen.
Halliwell.
Oh well.
I think I'll wrap up the scene there, guys.
Okay, is the prince not coming, or?
No, the prince. I think he's busy working or something. It wasn't at BCMC, and it was just
Oh, sure.
Stop and broadcast.